play the game of football. And he showed today that he understands the game and that he can manage the game. And I thought that was remarkable for a guy that has not been in the quarterback chair for very long. And obviously did it in high school and all that, but to be at our level, at this level, in major college football, to go out and manage an 8-minute drive to win the game like that, I mean, that's big time. That's big time. That shows that not only do you have the ability, but you have the mindset to be able to understand what's necessary to win the game. And so I thought that was remarkable. Secondly, I think, it's just he makes the game fun. To watch Lynn is like a pinball machine at times. It's bouncing around. You never know. All of a sudden, boom, he's over there and he's gone. And Mark, I've said it a bunch of times this week. There were many, many times when Mark said this guy changes lights on scoreboards. It was just, and he does. I mean, I didn't know he changed them that fast at times, because there's times when he can flat out change them. And to think that he's in the record book with some of the folks that were mentioned in the press conference, there's some names on there now. And you tell me he's not in the conversation for some now. I'm thankful he got the awards that he's got. But boy, he's a remarkable football player, and a guy that, and I love it when guys love the game, and he loves the game.
How fitting is it that a team that came down to the final play against Florida, came down to the final play against Tennessee, and then today comes down to the final play and they get it done this time? Yeah,
it's I've been around this thing long enough to know that there's those things usually balance out. You hope that somewhere along the way, if you didn't get them to go your way, there's something on the other side. And so I'm thankful, really thankful for this group that they got to experience the other side, because they've had some heartbreak and some tough ones. And, you can always play the what-if game. I'm sure that every team plays that game. And there's calls that go your way, and you can say, oh, my gosh, if we just got that call, if we just completed that pass. But at the end of the day, I think those things end up balancing out over time, and I'm thankful that we got one today for our guys. And that locker room was an awful lot of fun tonight, and fun to let them experience that.
You got to be feeling pretty good about the hire you made in Mark Stoops. I mean, it's been since the 1950s, Bear Bryant, that a Kentucky team has won 9 or more games in one season and followed it up with 8 wins in the next season. And I'm not sure that this would have happened even 5 years ago with all that was lost, to graduation, to guys going, and then the injuries.
And I think the transition in football is so difficult because you've got guys coming in and out of programs in today's world. And I think Mark, to his credit, the continuity that he's created in our program from a staffing perspective and from a player's perspective, really, really important. So continuity and consistency is real important.
Last thing I'll ask you about, it's probably not one you want to hear, but Lynn Bowden was shown on ESPN throwing a punch and landing it on a Virginia Tech player before the game, and could have cost him an opportunity there. What was your reaction?
I was out there. I had just walked out of the tunnel and I saw it all going. I ran on the field. There was a lot going on both sides, and emotions are part of this thing. And there'd been emotions and some stuff going on all week long. And Lynn apologized for that. I mean, I think he regrets, but there was more stuff than just that. So, I mean, I think that everybody's got some skin in that game, so to speak, some culpability and all that. And I'm thankful that cooler heads prevailed, and that the ability to have everyone on the field to play the game was important. To not see a performance like that from Lynn would have been tragic. I mean, not tragic, but it would have been heartbreaking. So I'm thankful that he didn't have to sit out the game. But I'm also think there's some other folks on both sides that probably would have had some regret. And so it is an emotional game. And I thought both teams played really hard. And sometimes you get to bowl games and it doesn't matter for one team, right? It just doesn't matter. And this game, it mattered for both teams, and they wanted to play, and it was physical, and it was a great football game. And I hope forget that part of it. I hope that's what people take away from it. It was a really great football game between two teams that competed really hard. And at the end of the day, was it emotional? Yeah. But if you watched at the end of the game, my fear was what was going to happen. The emotions went to handshakes and hugs, and the respect that they had for each other as football players. And I think that's what needs to be talked about.
Thank you, Mitch.